Hello NCAC sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. On this week's show, we'll highlight a monster week on the diamond from Oberlin Jr. Justin Cruz, a trio of stellar performances on the women's outdoor track and field circuit, and finally a hot start from the Wittenberg men's lacrosse team. We'll open this week's show out in sunny Arizona, where Oberlin Jr. outfielder Justin Cruz was red hot last week in leading the Yeomen to a 5-7 record on their spring break trip. Cruz, who hails from Pleasanton, California, was named the NCAC Baseball Player of the Week after he hit .514 with 18 hits in 35 at-bats over the 12-game stretch. He had 2 hits in 8 of the 12 games, which included smacking 5 doubles and his first career home run. Cruz also drove in 11 runs and scored 14 times on the week, while also walking 7 times for a .581 on-base percentage. Cruz will now take an 8-game hitting streak into the Yeomen's scheduled home opener against John Carroll on Wednesday afternoon. In addition, the first NCAC Divisional Series of the 2016 season are scheduled for this weekend, led by Allegheny traveling to Worcester in the east, and Wabash hosting Ohio Wesleyan in the west. And let's now head over to the outdoor track for the first time this spring, as 6 of the league's 9 teams were in action last weekend at 4 different events. The weekly awards on the women's side went to a trio of student athletes that posted outstanding efforts at their respective meets. The award for sprint and hurdle events went to Denison freshman Ajay Brooks, who was a double winner at the Carnegie Mellon Mini Invite after breaking the tape in both the 100 and 200 meter dash events in times of 12:61 and 25:26 respectively. The final 2 women's awards were obtained at the Winthrop Adidas Invitational in Rock Hill, South Carolina by the Oberlin duo of senior Sorrel Lois and sophomore Monique Newton. Lois garnered the weekly award for distance and middle distance events after finishing 3rd out of 33 runners in the 5,000 meter run with a time of 18:01:04. Newton then collected the award for field events after she posted 3 conference leading marks in South Carolina. Her distance of 147 feet 7 1/4 inches in the discus throw not only won the event, but is also the top mark by a Division III student athlete this season. In addition, she currently owns the 6th best effort in the nation in the shot put at 42 feet 6 3/4 inches, and the 14th best showing in the hammer throw with a toss of 152 feet 6 inches. It will be another busy weekend on the track and field circuit for NCAC teams, with 6 different events on the schedule, highlighted by Worcester hosting Kenyon, Oberlin, and several non-conference teams for its annual Worcester Invitational. And we'll close out this week's show by recognizing the recent success of the Wittenberg men's lacrosse team that is currently tied with Worcester and number 10 Ohio Wesleyan at the top of the NCAC standings with a 2-0 mark against league foes. The Tigers extended their winning streak to 5 straight, with a pair of wins last week over Adrian 18-6 and Oberlin 12-8, marking the 3rd straight season that Witt has produced a winning streak of 5 games or more. Senior attack Andrew Fuss also collected the NCAC Player of the Week award after combining for 15 points on 5 goals and 10 assists in the Tigers' 2 victories. He opened the week with 2 goals and 6 assists against Adrian before tallying 3 goals and 4 assists in the league win over Oberlin. And NCAC men's lacrosse teams will return to the field this week with 7 games on the slate, led by Wittenberg hosting Denison on Saturday for a 3 p.m. start in Springfield. And as always, NCAC sports fans, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings from around the North Coast Athletic Conference, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCAC, as well as like us on Facebook. Well, that puts a wrap on this week's show, but be sure to join us again next week for another edition of The Rundown.